let me do some digging. CSI, FBI. And I'm just there going through her post. I'm now even checking her followers. They're like, oh, they've unfollowed each other. Okay, let me try and see when this happened.
Actually doing forensics.
And that's what I'm like. Truly, if I just ended it as,
that's it.
I haven't seen them post with each other in a while. Well, I keep it pushing. But the fact that I went through those lengths to go through their social medias, both of them, try to figure out, because I'm like, I know they were at each other's weddings. And the wedding was 2 years ago. And now we're in 2024.
Hey!
You know, it's just monitoring. Like,
you should have become a detective at this point.
It's not that deep. Hi guys, welcome to Majuu Diaries. My name is Jerry, and as you can see, today we have someone new. Okay, this is season 3, new things. But don't panic. This is my good friend Cristiana, and she will be filling in for Yrimu. As we all know, Yrimu got a beautiful baby girl, and she's taking care of herself and of baby girl for the time being. So for this month of September, we got somebody to take care of the situation, okay? And yeah, Cristiana, can you tell the people who you are, where you're from? What do you like to eat?
Of course. Okay, so thank you for having me. Hi guys, my name's Cristiana. I am from Ghana, the Gold Coast. What?
Hey, East meets West, guys. It's diversity. You guys,
we are doing things here.
Do not play with us.
Yes, I'm from Ghana. And you said favorite thing to eat?
Anything.
Hey.
Maybe your favorite toothpaste.
Way in my we will say way. I would say benku. It's a delicacy in Ghana. It's rich. It's okra and like fermented. What is it? Fermented something. It's good. That's all. When you come to Ghana,
is it meat? Is it?
There's meat. There's crab. There's snail. Everything that you want.
You said snail. I just.
It's doing. Oh, you make me want some now.
I must go
to Ghana.
I'm sorry.
Ghana must go.
Okay, and so for today, we are going to be talking about: are we more connected or isolated as a society? You know, especially since COVID. I really feel like once COVID came through, it just got hard left. What you think, girly?
I think we're like in a Black Mirror episode since COVID hit.
So I never watched Black Mirror.
I've never watched it either, but I've seen a little clips and I'm like, I think that's what it is. We're like, I think we're disconnected.
What makes you say that?
It's like we're in an alternate universe. That's how I see it personally. No, I do, because I feel like we're all kind of like weird aliens after COVID. Like we're all kind of like brain dead in my perspective. I don't know what you think, but I think like it's just like everybody's kind of like doing their own thing. People don't know how to communicate anymore. We don't know how to have effective communication. Social media has become the bane of our existence. I mean, I know what we're doing. This is social media, but it's true because we're sitting in a little box on our phones. Just, you know.
I hear what you're saying, but I think, in my opinion, I think we're more connected. Reason being, I think about when Facebook first came through. I mean, I never did MySpace. That one just flew over my head. But like,
never did MySpace?
I didn't. Okay. I didn't. Stop judging.
Sorry.
But yeah, I feel like, especially when Facebook came out, I think I was in high school. From what? My second year of high school. And in fact, it is my father. I blame my father for this social media thing. Because he came home one day, he's like, hey, Jesh, have you downloaded Facebook? And I'm like, Facebook, what is that? And he introduced me to the world of Facebook. He even helped me open my first account.
Oh, wow. Your father did?
My dad is one of those.
Oh, nice.
He likes to know what is going on. He does not want to be left behind. Yeah, so whenever I created my Facebook account, it really opened up the doors for me to meet people. Let me not say meet, interact with people I typically wouldn't meet at church or even at school. And so me being me, the social butterfly that I am,
very social.
I was the one sending out friend requests. It even reached a point where I was like, once I hit 100 friends, excuse me, I am very popular. You remember when Facebook used to have poking?
Yes, you had to poke me. You were one of those people. I used to unfollow people like you because I'm like, why are you poking me?
I loved being poked because I was like, oh, that means they're thinking about me. Even if we don't have stories to share, it's just like, oh, I thought on Jerry, let me just poker.
Oh my goodness.
It's
a good thing we didn't meet then. I'd be like, no.
But now you're hating on social media. Can you tell the people how we met?
We met on Bumble BFF. Whatever.
Explain to them what that is.
So Bumble BFF. Well, what is Bumble actually? We're about to do an advertisement for Bumble. So Bumble is like this app where you can either date, make friends, and what's the other feature? I forgot.
Network business.
Yeah, business. Yeah. And so I had just moved to Texas. I didn't know anybody, and I was like, I'm alone, Lord. So I jumped onto Bumble, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do BFF because I'm not looking to date. And then you were the first one that popped up, and she was the only one that was actually talking to me. All the other girls was like weird, so I was like, okay. And then she was like, let's meet, and I was like, okay, I got a friend. And our first
tell them the real story because I'm here to tell the truth, nothing but the truth. Tell them what you did. Continue.
So when I moved here, I didn't have a car, and so I had to take an Uber everywhere. And you sent me an address to where we were supposed to meet. I didn't know anywhere in Texas, so I gave the Uber driver the address. And I get there, and I'm like, "Sister, where are you?" She's like, "I'm at the bar," and I'm like, "What are you talking about? Nobody's here."
Unbeknownst to her, that she was at the wrong location. So it was this restaurant called was it Tasty Lion?
Yes.
Tasty Lion has 2 locations, and the one she went to was nowhere near. It wasn't close to where I was, and mind you, it was already rush hour. Me, I'm hungry. I'm like, this girl, she's already late. She's now telling me she's in a different location. I was so upset. I just decided, you know what, since I'm here, I might as well eat my food. So I ordered my food. Cristiana is like, I am so sorry. I am on the way. I
thought she was going to leave.
It's because I was hungry.
I know.
If I wasn't hungry, I would have left. I really would have left. But yeah, and then she finally showed up. You can continue the story.
And I'm bleeding with I'm so sorry. And she's like, it's okay. I was hungry. By the time I came, she ate all her food. I was like, I'm so sorry.
I was done.
But now look at us.
And you see, that is the power of social media.
A year later.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So as much as you're saying we're in a little box, think about the networking, the friends you've met, and that type of thing.
I can attest to that. Exactly. I have met a few people since moving here on social media, but I still feel like we're still disconnected in a way because COVID just kind of like everybody was in their house. Yeah. And I feel like for me, it's more so the communication aspect of how communicating with people and how people don't know how to have effective communication outside of your phone. Okay. Because there's times where you can go sit somewhere with someone and you're trying to have a conversation, but many times we don't know what to say anymore because everything is on our phones.
Is it that we don't know what to say, or it's just that, how do I say this? Granted, yes, COVID made us stay home. Excuse me. And now we have people working from home. Now we don't have the, what do we call it? The etiquette. Yeah. You know, like back in the day, we didn't have phones, so we would actually converse with people. But then again, I think about when I read an article a while back where people were talking about having newspapers was a problem, because now people have a book in front of them instead of just communicating with the person next to them. Now
we have phones.
But like, where was I going with this point? I think as humans, we were made to interact, but you have to just be intentional. Like, there's this TikTok videos I've been watching, like having just having a conversation with people. There was this lady who was talking about, like, whenever you go meet somebody new, don't ask them what they do for work, because you know, mentally they're like, you're sizing them up. Are you even worthy? Are you worthy of this conversation?
I'm an educational engineer. I say, sorry,
what is that? No, but you just navigate the conversation in something like, hey, is there anything exciting that you're working on? And I've done this last month. Hold on. 2 weeks ago, sorry. I was in Las Vegas for work, and I was at a networking event, and you know, people are just talking business, and I'm like, I'm tired of business. I asked some people, like, hey, so what are you working on? Like, is there any exciting project? And you could see them stop and think, like,
oh wow, interesting.
You know what? I'm actually trying to get into golfing. I'm trying to learn this and that, and it kind of like opened up the conversation in more into a more positive field conversation, rather than like, I've been working here for 10 years and la 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 la. So I should ask you, how have you been intentional to not be on your phone as you are conversing with people?
Yikes. Wow. Now out for me. I think I haven't really taken too much time to be like intentional about it. But I think what I've noticed that when I'm like scrolling on my phone while someone's having a conversation with me, like let's say we go out to eat, I've noticed like, okay, that's like, it'll click in my head, I'm like, that's rude. So then I'll put my phone to the side, or like flip it upside down, and then give you my full attention, just so that I know that you're hearing me and I'm hearing you. Because I think, like, I'm talking about being disconnected, we're still connected to our phones, and we get disconnected from the person, and we miss out on that person because we're like, oh, we'll text them or we'll call them, but the person's right there. You know? And so I think for me, like you even saying that, it kind of registered in my head, like I need to be more intentional moving forward, of like either put my phone in my bag or put it somewhere that I can't reach it, and have at least 20 minutes conversation with someone, 30 minutes uninterrupted with that person, you know? So you just...
You're welcome. I'll send you my invoice after this recording. But you know, as much as we have the disconnection, I think it's kind of helped some scenarios.
Like what?
I think about I'm not saying this is my situation, it's an example, but I'm thinking about like toxic family members. You know, now that you know WhatsApp is the main form of communication, you can just block.
Me, I'd mute them. I'll mute you. I've been muting some. Mute.
Why do you mute?
I don't want to hear you.
You don't just block?
Because block is too harsh.
Why? It's creating boundaries.
No, I know. And that's one thing my therapist tells me, boundaries. But you know our people, they'll call someone, she blocked me, why is she not picking up the phone? So I just mute you.
So what will they do? And then, okay, you block them, and then?
And then you come and hear your father, your grandma, your auntie, and everybody will come and do congregation meetings, say, why did you block so and so?
Will that really happen? Honestly speaking, will that really happen?
I muted someone and they called my father and
how did they know you muted them?
They said I'm not picking up their phone calls. And my tree name is Mabna, which is Tuesday born. And they're like, and they're like, Abna is not picking up the phone call. And so my dad called me, he's like,
social media is monitoring spirits. It assists with monitoring spirits.
Now, wow.
You're over there just refreshing your page, trying to see what is so and so doing, who did so and so marry. you've not seen so and so being posted. And I would like, yeah, I'm one of those. And sometimes I'm like, by the way.
But would you consider that you being a monitoring spirit?
Yeah, because none of my business. Because now I think about, there's a specific podcast I used to love to listen to.
Okay.
And then it just ended. But even when it ended, there was no bad blood.
Okay.
But then I noticed that this specific, it was a celebrity podcast. This specific celebrity, it's like she's not hanging out with her girl anymore. So I'm like, Allah, what's going on?
Yeah.
Let me do some digging. CSI, FBI. And I'm just there going through her post. I'm now even checking her followers. They're like, oh, they've unfollowed each other. Okay, let me try and see when this happened.
Actually doing forensics.
And that's why I'm like, truly, if I just ended it as,
that's it.
I haven't seen them post with each other in a while. Well, I keep it pushing. But the fact that I went through those lengths to go through their social medias, both of them, try to figure out, because I'm like, I know they were at each other's weddings, and the wedding was 2 years ago, and now we're in 2024.
Hey,
you know, it's just monitoring. Like,
you should become a detective at this point.
It's not that deep, but that's what I'm saying. It just causes you.
I don't agree with that being monitoring.
What is that then?
I just feel like you're curious. That's really it for me. I think monitoring is, let's say someone you know, and they know you're doing something like podcasts, you're doing social media, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But they will monitor everything you're doing. They watch. They watch and then
you watch
that means continuous.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Oh, I needed to explain. Continuous. You understand?
Yes.
But they will never like. They will never support. They will never even say, "Oh, good job." But you see, they're the first ones to watch. To me, that's monitoring. I think what you just did, right?
Okay.
You were just like, "Oh, they were doing a podcast.
Yeah.
You know, they were friends. What happened?"
Yeah.
You looked them up.
Okay.
And that was it. Unless you continue to like.
No. I moved on.
You're over it because you got your answer.
Yeah.
But for me, I feel like a monitoring spirit. Someone's constantly watching. You get it? That's how I see. Like they're continuously, and you see them watching. That's it. That's. Am I wrong? Like I think.
First of all, I love this new word we've all learned. Guys, let's say it together.
I'm serious.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, just a quick commercial break. Guys, if you have not done the thing, do the thing. Here we don't use the S word.
Oh, okay.
We say do the thing.
Do the thing.
We're not begging.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and do the thing.
Yeah, do the thing.
Do the thing. No, for real. Because already we're learning Ghanaian. Is it Twi or
Twi? Yeah,
we're learning Twi on season 3. Oh, that should be a hashtag, learning Twi on season 3.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I like that.
No, but okay, I agree with you. I agree. I was just curious, and what you just said was definitely monitoring,
because they're monitoring everything you're doing. That's how I see it. I'm like, why are you watching me if you're not gonna either unfollow me or just don't watch me? That's my whole thing.
But now you can't control. You can't control.
That's true.
But you know what Miss Beyonce said? Always stay gracious. Period. Best revenge is your paper. Period. So it's not that we're adding anything yet, but in Jesus' name, it is coming. It's coming.
We are speaking into existence because we'll be going everywhere. Thank you. All right.
Okay. Let's talk about how connection and disconnection has affected our mental health.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to begin for us?
No, you beginning.
Okay, so I think for me, and I've mentioned this before in a few episodes, whereby when I first opened my Instagram account, I was addicted to the likes, to the follows. And I was so young. I was maybe 10 years ago, 12-ish years ago. And if I posted a photo and I didn't get my 50 likes, 100 likes, my day is ruined. Ruined. And for me, that was an eye-opener. Like, Jerry, you need to do something about this, because if this is affecting you now, imagine in 5, 10, 20, 30 years. And so I've been very intentional, even now that I've can I say restarted, rekindled my social media influencing life,
like rebranding yourself.
Exactly.
Yes.
I'm definitely I'm more chill about it. And if I don't get the likes, I didn't get the what,
it's whatever.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
it is
what it is.
But I will say,
okay,
the social media aspect, as much as it connects me with the world and what's trending, it has affected my attention span. I am worse than a goldfish on some days, and goldfish is what, 3 seconds. It's so bad. Like, even when I'm watching a TikTok video, I'm interested in what you have to say, but I'm always fast forwarding because I'm like, let's get to the point. And I'm like,
it's so bad.
Before I used to watch 10 minutes without even, but the moment they introduce that fast forward, I struggle on Instagram now because they don't have that feature. Facebook has it.
Because you be touching it like this.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I didn't mean to like it. I'm trying to speed in this video. Let me.
Yeah.
And then now it's like, let me get that high quickly. And so it becomes addictive.
Yeah.
And so that is my confession for the day.
Thank you, sis. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yes, totally. So I'm off Instagram. I think I've told you that. Like, I just can't do Instagram anymore because, one, the monitoring spirits we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
And then also, like, the whole likes thing that you were talking about. I became so, like, fixated on it. I was just like, why didn't this person like my videos? Why didn't this person like my picture? I only got 200 likes this time, but last time I got 350. And it became so bad that I was like you, just sitting there, like, pondering, oh, was it my lighting? Was it the picture? Was it the outfit? Oh, did I look big? Have I gained weight? Was my makeup ugly? Like, so bad.
Yeah.
And I was beating myself up in here because it's just like, well, what's wrong? Why didn't I get the same likes like before? And then I start questioning myself, like, oh, you're not beautiful enough. Oh, you're not worthy enough to get all these likes. And so I think for me, it took a big toll on my mental health.
Wow.
And so that's why, like, I completely deactivated it. Like, I'm close to deleting at this point.
Okay, so let me ask you, what's the difference between that on Instagram and on TikTok? Because sometimes TikTok, you can get 10 views and you're like, whoa.
Yes.
Like, what's the difference?
I think my perspective.
Okay.
Yeah. I think when Instagram first came out, like you said, like years ago, I opened it when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's okay. It's years ago. It's women.
Father God. Hi. But yeah, some years ago when I opened it, like, Instagram was fun. Instagram was like free. Everybody just
take a picture
and post. You don't have to do editing. You don't have to do video production just to post one picture.
Video production. No, for real. That's the vibe.
And settings on this and sharpen and bright. So it used to be fun.
Gotcha.
And you didn't care anymore. And I think TikTok kind of brings that kind of, like, old Instagram like vibe of just post and no one cares, because you see people on TikTok with bonnets on, hair ties on, like a sweatshirt, but when you're on Instagram, it's like professional. You have to have like
glam.
The best the best makeup, the best bag, the best hair, and I could just do whatever on Instagram. I mean TikTok.
And no one is coming.
And no one's coming for you. Because they're just listening to what you have to say.
That's true.
They're not paying attention to, oh, your glasses are crooked or your makeup looks some type of way.
That's true.
That's how I see it.
No, you said that. I am like, that's it's true. You are sharing facts, because I even think about even the funniest videos we watch on TikTok. 9 times out of 10 the person does not have makeup on. They're either in bed laughing, or they're doing those games rate from 1 to 10, and we're just laughing with
at
them.
Because it feels real. That's what it is. Instagram is like caked up and battered up and all that. TikTok is just be you.
Can I take a hard left?
Go ahead.
I was actually thinking about this morning. So, you know how Christian movies are very, oh, he was in jail. And then they show the person in jail with the orange overalls, and they're like, oh my goodness, life is so hard. I shouldn't have done this and that. And then you see a movie like The Passion of Christ. when you see the guy was being whipped, blood is flying, and they're cursing at this actor.
Yeah.
And it invoked so much emotion. It became a world sensational. And I'm like, why do you think as Christians we like to sugarcoat how things are in the world? But if, how do I say this? How do you think it is possible for Christian movie directors to depict a situation or tell a story in the most, I guess, carnal way as possible, but still get the message through of, Christ and, is it possible? Is it possible or possicant?
Possicant. I think it's possible, but I think maybe they're going off of the perspective of the viewers. Like, how would we take it?
See, I don't like those movies. The one I know.
She said, I don't like this.
No, if you're showing me a movie about how you were in prison and how people used to get stabbed, and all I'm seeing is just
orange.
Like,
and not the whole thing.
Last night was so hard, I got stabbed.
Yeah. Where's the stabbing?
Let me see the stabbing. I don't like blood, but let me I guess it's a form of like relation.
Yes. That's you just said the word. We want to relate to what you're going through. But I think we've kind of gotten into an age of Christianity where it's like, hide everything until you're okay.
Hi, do you want to start preaching?
No, I don't know. Please, no. When the spirit descends, I will be going forever. So no, but because I'm speaking to myself as well too.
Yeah.
My season in life right now.
Yeah.
And so when everything is hard, you don't want anyone to see it, because I think Christians, we've come to a point where it's like hide. And then when the valleys become flowers and flowing water again, then show everybody. Then share your testimony, because it's bad to share your testimony when you're in the valley.
Because you'll be told, trust in God. Because you'll be told things you don't want to hear. Let me tell you,
God is able. Things will work out for you.
Just trust in Him.
Master, I need groceries. What do you mean?
Trust in the Lord.
Please.
There's this one verse. So I'm in a season of trusting wholeheartedly, because I've seen God come through for me, myself, Jerry, but seeing God come through for me and my husband,
it's hard.
Hi. And I was even talking to the Holy Spirit. I was like, is it that I am refusing to trust you, God, or you're just not moving fast enough for me? Because I'm like,
but you have to remember, I forgot the scripture, but His time is not your time.
His ways are not our ways.
Girl, He does it when He wants to.
His thoughts are not. I even sent you a TikTok about that.
Yes, we really did. He does things on His own accord.
Yeah.
And it's after you go through all of it, then you realize like, I see why. But in the moment, it's not nice.
It's not.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed our sermonette.
Little preaching.
I'm telling you. Okay. Like we said, in this day and age, we've gone into remote work, hybrid life, and for me, I think it's done more harm than good. Personally speaking, I work from home 3 days out of the 3 to 4 days out of the week, and sometimes I just feel myself wasting time. Like I'm walking and then I'm like, oh, my phone.
Let me scroll, and then it'd be like 2.5 hours.
And then it's me and the dog. The dog looks at me at 12 o'clock like it's time to go outside and use the restroom. And I'm like, I truly enjoy people around me, even if you annoy me. At least, maybe hold on. There's the annoying of because you're my friend, and then there's the annoying of, oh my goodness, get out of my face. But like, just that human interaction, like I said from the beginning, we were meant to interact.
Of course.
And so, as much as COVID has shown us that everything can be done at home, that's cool, that's great. I'm just like, I want to see people. I want to go back to the office and have gist for my friend of how I went out last night. Or when that email was sent out,
that
they BCC'd someone who was not drama.
I can agree with you.
Yeah, so I don't know. How do you feel about remote work?
I love it. I love remote.
Really?
And the thing is, I'm not someone who isn't sociable. I think I'm a very sociable person.
Yes.
I think the reason why I like remote work, I get a lot done.
Really?
In the sense of, like you talking about actual work?
Yeah.
No, like everything else. Girl, I can do laundry. I can make a meal. I can edit a video.
Yeah.
Come on now. I can do all of that instead of getting up, dressing, commuting, going to sit in the office. And I forgot what I read, but I heard actually that people work less in the office than they do at home.
It's true.
Because you're gisting with people.
Yes! That's what the office was for.
Oh, please. Hey, girl, what you doing? I'm like, I'm trying to get my work done. Oh, what happened? Let's go to lunch. By the time you know it, 8 hours is gone.
It's true.
And you didn't talk to your friend the whole time.
But I love that.
Yeah, no. We can have a Teams meeting. We could just for like 5 minutes because I can hit the end button. When they're in your office, you can't kick them out.
Yeah, that's
Teams.
true.
Oh, I gotta go have another meeting. I'm just saying.
You just said that. I've just thought this week I was in the office.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, there was this colleague. There was this colleague of mine. He was giving me gist.
See?
And it was just like, okay.
You see? And you're trying to be polite and like
really
laughing. No.
Oh god. Until everyone was crowding my office. I was like, "Hi guys,
just madame,
relax. We don't do this here. You just happen to find so and so standing at my door."
She said we don't do this here.
But I was excited. I was like, "Oh, look at all these people!" But I'm like, "Oh, dang! I actually have a meeting in 5 minutes. I need to get ready for."
Yeah, it's hard because you want to have that social interaction, but
that's just me.
I love my remote work.
But do you feel like remote work has impacted your social skills?
Oh yeah, it has.
Yeah,
and I think it actually brought on forth anxiety for me.
Oh.
Yeah, so like when I would go out, I would be scared or nervous to talk to people because everything's behind a screen.
Yeah,
and I didn't know how to have like conversations. I didn't know how to like start conversations, and I'm a very bubbly person, and so at first I was able to do it. Yeah, but then when I started working remotely, I was just like, oh my god, like in my shell more, like more, nervous to have a conversation with someone that I usually would be like, hey girl, what's up? I like your shoes. I like your hair, but I wouldn't do it because I was like anxious.
That's sad.
Yeah, but I think I'm getting better.
Yeah,
I think I am.
I'm happy to hear that.
I think I'm getting better. I went out last night and I talked to someone. I know you'd be happy.
I'm waiting for the gist for that one.
Please, there's no gist. I just went up and said, hey, I did something small. Usually I'll just walk past and mumble under my breath, but no, I did it. So yeah.
Okay, that's good. I'm proud of you.
Thank
small
you.
Small clap. Okay, so how can we balance all of this? The remote work, the being behind the screen, TikTok versus Instagram, the anxiety.
Chai. I think one word that you said in the beginning was intentional. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
We have to be intentional about everything that we're doing, setting things into place that we know that will help us to be more productive. So I used to have my old phone. I used to have a timer on TikTok. After like 2.5 hours, it would be like, take a break.
Yeah.
I
cancel a lot of those so quickly.
I started canceling out because I was like, hey, I want to keep scrolling. Yeah. So being more intentional about things, like going out and actually having these conversations. For me, I say mentally therapy. You already know I'm big on therapy.
Yeah. We are here. Majuu Diaries, we scream therapy from the mountain tops.
Therapy. I think therapy is definitely balancing all of that and like just being intentional about everything that you do.
Yeah.
In your therapy, in your walk with God, in your TikTok, in your branding, like whatever it is. Yeah. Make up that perspective that this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I know it's not going to happen overnight. But habits, it takes 21 days to create a habit. Yeah.
Is it to create or break?
Break. Both, I think. Create and break. I'm reading the book Atomic Habits. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
But yeah, you know, just taking that intentionality and actually being productive with it and going from there, you know. As for me, I know that Instagram is not good for me, for my mental health, because I started comparing myself. Like, she's in Maldives. I'm sitting here counting pennies, pinching pennies. What? I finished school before her. I got all these degrees and she don't got, you know. And I realized that wasn't good for my mental.
That's true.
I bounced.
That's good. I love that you're honest with yourself. Yeah.
I was like, nah, I'm out. You know, and I don't know if I'll come back. I don't even know if I'll reopen.
And you don't have to.
Yeah, because
TikTok.
And I love TikTok. Like, I was someone that I can say, like, honestly, like, I've been very, like, self-conscious about, like, body-wise. And so on Instagram, I would be so nervous to post because I'd be like, oh my God, I probably look like a whale. I would literally tell myself that.
Dang.
I know. Okay. We women are our worst
critics.
Hi. And then I would show a friend and she'd be like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
And I'm like, don't you see that? She's like, no. That's how bad it was. So I was like, Instagram out.
Yeah.
The TikTok, I'm just like,
you're just there dancing,
singing songs, doing makeup pins, and doing fashion shows. I say, I'm that girl. Yes. Hello, this me, all right. So I think for me, eliminating boundaries, eliminating things that I think didn't serve me anymore, and actually being intentional and changing my perspective.
Wow. Is there anything to add from there?
Hi, my schedule now.
No. I feel like you've hit the nail on the head, because, like you said, creating boundaries, being intentional, that is something I've been doing as I converse with new people. Also, let's see, what else can I add on to that? I feel like you just
I just wrapped it all up.
You took all my points.
Sorry.
So next time
I will be balanced. Balance act.
Yes. It's okay. I know it's your first time. It's fine. It's fine. No, you're fine. No, but guys, truly, you have to be more intentional with our social interactions, the boundaries with your family, toxic friends, especially situationships. I'm looking at you, directly at you. You know yourself. Disconnect from things that don't serve any purpose to you, and connect with the loved ones, because, you know, also life is short, so you never know about tomorrow, the next hour, the next minute, the next second. Hey, all right. I think that's a great way to start off season 3.
Of course, yes. I'm so happy I was here.
I'm so glad you came. I'm so glad you came. Guys, please interact with us on our social medias. You can send us emails to send us suggestions of what you'd like to hear us talk about this season. And Yrimu sends her love to you guys. She misses you guys, and don't worry, she will be around soon. Let her first take care of herself and the baby. But we love you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining in. Make sure you do that thing. Say do the thing.
Oh, do that thing.
Do the thing. And we will see you in the next episode. Bye.